What's happening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week. It's episode 9.
Episode 9, week 9.
It's actually week 6. It's actually week 3. We just cranked out. It's actually week 1. We just cranked out episodes.
Oh, yeah.
We record them all at the same time.
It's like The Office,
Yeah.
where it all released at once.
Yeah.
But it turns out it already all happened.
Yeah, it all happened at once. The whole entire off show was actually took place over a day. If you guys didn't know that, here's a fun fact for you. Jim and Pam's wedding was also on the day that they met.
I think.
Anyways, dude, hope everybody had a great week. We didn't. I mean, at least I didn't.
Mine wasn't too bad.
All right, dude. You don't have to be positive, okay? I'm trying to be negative over here. No, I'm just kidding. Well, why was yours not so bad?
I don't know. Just not. I kept busy. Made money.
Okay.
Getting hours at work.
That's good.
Usual. I'm poor still. But I'm paying bills.
Yep. I feel you on that. Well, I just got a new car, so that was stressing me out all week.
It's a Prius.
Yeah, it's a Prius. No, Buick Verano. I was okay with that. Whatever. It wasn't my top choice for a car, but it was not my bottom choice. But I'm happy with it. I got $100 in a trade-in for my car.
I feel like you could have gotten so much more somewhere else.
Yeah, I could have. You know what, dude?
You got it there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever, you're young, you can take that risk.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's all right. But, anyways, let's hop in right to it, dude. Before we do our thing, because we're going to do like a whole New Year's revelation. New Year's revelations? Wait, what?
Well, not even
what are they called?
Resolutions, but just, just kind of talking about what we want to do this year.
New Year's restitutions?
This upcoming year. Restitutions.
New Year's regumptions. Well, I found a couple articles, and I'm having here we go.
Having a hard time pulling them up.
Yeah, exactly.
I usually just save them to add them to the home screen. So you can just click right on them. Well, it kind of adds them like an app.
I like this app, dude, because it's called Newsbreak, right?
I think I've seen that one.
But it shows you your local news.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go find it somewhere else, but this one just gives you world, local, whatever. If you want local, you go to that. So, okay, here's one of the articles. I just had to scroll down to find it. Okay, Michigan man jailed in Russia for spying charges loses job, right? So this guy went to Russia. Basically, I'll just paraphrase it. This guy went to Russia. He was arrested by police under charges of espionage. He's a automotive parts supplier. He's an automotive parts supplier. And so this was last year. This is a whole year that he's
been. So wait, this guy went to Russia?
Yeah.
And where was he from?
Michigan.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then they thought he was doing espionage in Russia.
Yeah.
Probably.
Get the Michigander. He has locked in the KGB.
So was this on a vacation or business affiliated that he was
I'm
there?
sure it's business affiliated. I think that's what it says.
Okay, so that makes sense in a way. But I was just curious. Espionage in Russia? getting arrested for that. How can you do espionage if you're not a citizen, really? Can you do that? Because, like, isn't espionage betraying your own country, or does it just have to be...
Espionage is spying.
It could just be relevant. I thought it was giving up information about your own country to another.
That could be what it could be. But I think espionage is spying.
Just in general.
Well, let me see exactly what it says. Paul Whelan was arrested December 28th, 2018 in a Moscow hotel during a visit to the country where he faces up to 20 years in prison on spying charges. So maybe not espionage charges. Okay, that could be what it means. So spying charges. Whelan denies the charges, of course. Do you know Borg Warner? It's an automotive parts supplier. It's around here. So
I think so.
So Borg Warner, they ended up saying after a year, they were like, "Yeah, we got to make cuts to the company," and you're one of them to the guy.
So they fired him.
He's fucking 20 years in prison for nothing. I'm sure of it. Nothing. I'm sure of it. Nothing.
And they fired him while he's in prison.
Yeah.
Well, why was he still employed while he's in prison?
Well, because, dude, I'm sure they were like, he could get out at some point, like very soon. They're going to find out that he wasn't doing anything with spying. His brother even commented, well, basically, let me paraphrase it. It's so far down. Says increases the strain on our family's ability to keep some semblance of his former life ready for when he gets home. Yeah, dude, I totally agree. Like, yeah, you just spent 2 years in fucking prison in Moscow, and now you're coming home and you're jobless. Man.
I just don't understand how that I'd like to go to Russia, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to risk it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just any country where it's iffy. Like, I'd be scared to go to China, too.
Yeah.
Because you could get locked up for forever.
Yeah, exactly. For what? For nothing.
Yeah, just being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
So, I mean, that kind of reminds me of, like, do you remember that show where it was, like, called, like, Locked Up Abroad?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I used to watch that show.
Dude, I love that show.
It's
but
terrifying.
It was, like, it's very terrifying because, like, you could be somewhere and maybe you didn't do anything wrong. Maybe you did, but maybe it was for a justified reason. Like, hey, it was your life on the line, or you're smuggling some fucking drugs into another country. You know what I mean? You don't really put your life on the line. Or, I mean, I would put my life on the line to make sure that I save my life, you know? And a lot of those people, dude, were in similar situations to this guy. They just went to a country and then it was just I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Bye.
When I went to Algeria, dude, I remember it was so scary because they have military stops every, like, I don't know what the equivalent would be, but I think it was like every 10 kilometers. So like 5 miles, right? So every 5 miles you have military stops, which is guards with fucking AK-47s, guards with, you know, any sort of assault rifle, very equipped. There's a dude in a turret, and it looks like the fucking, like, you know the turrets that are on Hoth and fucking Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
It's like white turrets. It looked like that, dude. And they're just fucking pointed at your vehicle. Now, dude, one time they stopped me, and I was with my cousin, and we were trying to prove to this kid, this is like in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? And my cousin's like, yeah, nope, they're American. And he's pointing like me and my sister. And the fucking guy, he's like, roll down the window. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, he's speaking in Arabic, like Algerian, which is Arabic and French together. I'm not really understanding anything. He's using almost all Arabic in that sentence. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. And he's like, roll down. And my cousin goes, roll down the window. So I roll down the window. He's like, I forget what he's fucking saying, but he's like being really aggressive to me, like yelling in my face and stuff like that. I was like, I don't fucking know. And he's like, they're American. They don't speak. And he's like, oh, they don't speak. And then, so he like asked me, he's like, what can you say? Like, he's like, what can you say in Arabic? And my cousin's like, hey, say something in Arabic. And I'm like, salam alaikum. And like, and his fucking face just flips, dude, from like smiling to like mad again. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That literally means like, hey, how are you? That's it. He's like, and my cousin goes, that's not Arabic, dude. That's Algerian. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm like,
Well, so he was speaking to you in Arabic.
he was speaking to me in Algerian. Now he asked me to speak to him in Arabic, and I did not speak to him in Arabic. I spoke in Algerian. And I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I'm not from here, dude. And like, I was so afraid, dude, the whole time. He's like, give me your ID. Like, he like asked for my identification. Yeah, and now speaking to me in French. I'm like, okay, here's my ID. And like, looks at it for a second, takes it over. He's got like 5 armed guards looking at my ID. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, what is going on, dude? Am I literally about to be in fucking jail here for no reason? And then you come back to the car, they give me my ID. I'm like, oh, he's like, have a good night. Like, whatever. And we're like, okay. All right. Dude, that shit's scary, man. That shit's really scary. Not to be fucked with, dude.
That's why I don't understand why some people, how they can go from country to country to country to country.
Yeah.
Just depending on certain places.
Yeah.
You know, because there's some people that'll be like, just got back from Rome. It's like when Rome's in a really shitty spot, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I wouldn't really want to be there right now.
Yeah.
At least I'm just that type of person. I think a little too far ahead to
dude.
jump into something like that.
I agree, man. It's just like, I mean, I love traveling, dude, but now it kind of scares me to go even to Algeria, which is where my family is from, dude. So it's like, that's sketchy, dude. That's sketchy. I mean, things are getting a little bit better there, you know. There was just like a huge regime, though. There was like a government overthrow, like where like they denounce power and stuff. I was like, okay, that's ridiculous. But anyways, in other news, for the first week of our wheat sales, it was 1.6 million.
We already went over this article
Did
last
we?
week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, guys.
We have this issue where Bear, who doesn't like to listen to what I say.
But it's
to him.
3.1 over 2 weeks.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey. I forgot what the other one was, dude. I really want to find that. Oh, here's another one. You might like this. 2 Michigan restaurants in Bloomfield Hills just made top 100 in America.
In America?
Yeah, top 100 in America.
Which ones?
It is Phoenicia. I don't know if you ever heard of that. And Tallulah Wine Bar and Bistro.
I haven't heard of either one.
They're
of
probably
those.
really expensive. Out of our price range, dude. Definitely out of our price range. But I'm thinking about trying that Black Rock place. Is that what
Black Rock's not bad.
Yeah. It's a really
They're
cool
good.
experience, guys. Supposedly, I've never been there. But basically, they bring you a volcanic slate, basically.
Yeah, it's so basically it's all on a metal tray, and they heat up this rock that's made out of dried volcanic rock that once came out of the earth, and it's made into a little block. They heat it up to 790 something degrees, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
They just bring it out to you, and you can slice your steak and cook it to whatever doneness.
Yeah.
It'll usually last the whole time.
That's a
But
really
if you
good.
need it, they'll change out the block for you with a fresh one.
That's a really cool like business model, I guess.
Yeah, I gone once. I've never been back. It's not. I mean, it's pricey, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys are ever out in Metro Detroit area, definitely try that out. I mean, I'm going to, and definitely give you guys my review on it. Trevor says it's very good, so I take his word. He's fucking more somboyer than me.
I like
Doesn't
good
make
food.
sense, but
Fancy food sometimes.
Yeah.
I had an obsession with it over the past couple of years, but now I'm starting to cut back on spending money on food. I don't like it that much anymore.
yeah.
Going out to restaurants, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
At least right now with the income that I have.
Yeah.
what we're trying to say for.
I was talking to some other guy here. It's not a news article per se, but I believe legislation was just passed, and I forgot what city he was in, but I was talking to him on PlayStation, right? And he goes, and this dude's a gun owner, and he goes, they're taking away our guns. I think it was, I wanted to say Vermont or something like that, or maybe it's Virginia. I don't know, one in West Virginia, something. Anyways, so yeah, dude, I felt like it was a B. I don't know, Vermont or Virginia.
I'm just trying to think of his statement. They're taking away our guns.
They're taking away our guns. But he doesn't really sound like that. He's just like, yeah, they're taking away our guns. Slightly different. Okay.
That's just less intense.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
we were
exactly.
at a 80 and you brought it back to a 24.38.
Taking away our guns. Anyway, so he basically said, dude, and this kind of made me a little bit sad, dude, he's like, I've invested probably $10,000 in guns. He's like, I love them. You know, I'm very responsible about them. CPW owner, stuff like that. But they're trying to push this, and maybe somebody in the comments can tell me which state it is, but they're trying to push this law. I think they already pushed it, that there's no semi-automatic guns allowed at all in the state. You're only limited to like revolvers and pump action shotguns. Like, I just don't understand it. But needless to say, he's like, I'm not getting rid of them, because the police have already stated that they won't enforce it. Well, so the legislative branch, I don't remember what it was, but they passed this, and they were like, okay, now you got to start going around and collecting people's guns. The police said, we're not going to do that. And then they were like, well, here's what the fuck. They're making militias there, dude. He was telling me that there's like militias being formed and shit.
That's what, for times like that, that's what the rights are there for, is making militias.
Yeah, exactly. And he told me that they are now threatening to send National Guard in. Now, National Guard even went, we're not pushing on their fucking constitutional right. You know, the right to bear. Yeah, we don't need army grade weapons. I kind of agree on that. You know what I mean? I don't think we need army grade weapons, but in the case that a regime happens, we're kind of going to be fucked. You know what I mean? If we have nothing besides revolvers and pump action shotguns, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I don't understand, is with all these laws that they try and put in, is they're preventing people that follow the laws from getting weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 1% of gun violence are used, assault rifles are used.
Well, it's even stated that our gun violence, I think, is lower than England's gun violence, that guns aren't even allowed at all. You know what I mean? We're at least allowed some sort of resemblance of free will with that.
Yeah. But as in, you know, there are pistols still allowed in that state, per se, some of them. But most of the time, a lot of these states or cities, they're trying to get rid of assault rifles, semi-automatic rifles, AR-15s, AKs, anything. When most crimes that happen are pistols, they're handguns that are illegally purchased or obtained. Yep. So they're trying to solve a disease with certain symptoms, you know?
Yeah.
Where you got to treat the disease. It's not even... You just need better screenings.
Yeah,
when you're getting a gun, have a yearly evaluation.
I agree with that. You know what, dude? I agree with that. There's a lot that can happen in a year that can change somebody's mental state completely. And sometimes people are just strong mentally. You don't have to we don't have to say that every single person is putting somebody else in jeopardy, like possibly putting somebody else in jeopardy by owning a gun. Yes, it's a position of power. It is a power. Okay, it's a responsibility and it's still a power. Now, I think it's a little unfair for people to say, well, these people use it this way and you're not allowed to use it for protection. Now, yes, there is very horrific things that happen with guns. Very, very horrific things. It's very sad, dude. I'm not usually a sad person, but that makes me sad when I hear about a school being shot or a mass murder, the Vegas shooting. That's sad. But I don't think that it's right for us to take away our ability to stand up against our government. That's what makes America great, is the fact that there are systems set in place that allow us, if our government was to become tyrannic, that we can rebel. That's the best part about it. Now, maybe there's a fucking better way of going about it. Maybe we create a fucking key. Here, stick with me on this idea. We have a vault, right? We have a vault in every city. Now there's 16 people that have a key to this vault. And all 16 people have to unlock it at the exact same time. It's far enough away that you need to unlock it together, right? And all that vault has is a couple tanks and a shit ton of guns, dude. Now, and it can't be anybody that's a public official or anything like that. Can't be a fucking public servant, anything like that. Just your average Joe. I think that'd be dope. I think it'd be a really good idea.
For us to fight back?
Yeah.
Well, guess who's instituting those vaults?
Well, yeah, the government. But,
yeah, so
but no, but they're in control of they're in control of our Constitution too. So I mean,
they're in control of the Constitution to a certain degree. Yeah.
Yes,
but
I understand, but dude,
it's a living document.
The more that you disperse the power throughout the people, I feel like the less likely something is to ever happen. I think that would control, I feel like that would control a lot. Dude, you know how easy it is to probably kill the whole fucking nation as a government right now? Do you realize how fucking easy it would be for them to just be like, yeah, army, go kill everybody? They wouldn't even need the Navy. They wouldn't even need the Air Force, dude.
I think it'd be way harder.
Well, yes, but hey, if they called in everyone, that's
saying they called in everyone, and that every single person in the military would be like, okay. No, it's America. That's not how
I understand that, but still.
So everybody's going to fight back, even the military.
They do have such higher technology than us, dude.
Yeah, they do, but
they have access
that's not how.
And if Bob Lazar's right, dude, they got UFOs.
Yeah. I feel like any country, especially because you have to think about it, we have 320 million people.
Yeah.
Probably more like 330 million now.
Yeah.
That's so many people. Most, a lot of them are children. A lot of them are elders.
3,000 nukes. You don't think 3,000 nukes going to level playing field?
You think that the U.S. is going to nuke themselves?
Maybe.
With 3,000 nukes?
Maybe.
Yeah, they're
going to be a regime in Hawaii.
If it comes to any of that crap, go ahead. Whatever, we're all nuked anyways.
Yeah.
But bringing reality back, I don't
know, dude. There just needs to be a system set in place. Obviously, I'm not the fucking smartest guy to think about it, but there needs to be some system set in place where we can level the playing field. I feel like if we're going to take away basic human rights, there better be some other thing that's in place to equal that out. You know what I mean? Checks and balances, dude. That's what our country fucking thrives on. Checks and balances. You take away one thing, you're given one thing better. You're positive in another region. I think that's how it should be, man. I totally fucking agree that something needs to be done about, mass murder and stuff like that, dude. Yeah, gun screening. That'd be great. But are they going to do that? Probably not, at least for a while. And we just need to, and if it's the right to bear arms, I hope it's in self-defense, not in an attacking way. But that's it. I mean, That's all I really have to say on the subject. I mean, I'm not pro, I'm not for, I'm not against, dude. I don't own a gun, nor do I have a plan on it. Now, do I think that we should take guns away? No. That's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I plan on owning at most just a couple. Then mainly that's just because I do want to get into archery, and there are going to be times you do go out on hunts, and I'm not going to go out on hunts and not have a pistol.
Sure.
You don't know. There's no time that you shouldn't go out there without a pistol. You don't know what's
You don't know
gonna
what could happen. Yeah, of course. I agree
I'm
with that.
not saying in southern Michigan so much, but especially if you're going to go out somewhere that's actually in nature, you don't know what you're going to encounter.
Yeah.
You know, on a real hunt.
Yeah.
You know, go out of state, somewhere, Wyoming, one of the Dakotas. If you're in the backwoods, you're going to want a firearm with you, especially if you're archery hunting, you know.
For a bear and
for a bear,
or
coyotes, whatever, just to be safe. But that's what the purposes would be that, or you know, just to have. And when I'm not using it for that, it's in
I totally agree with that, man. I always think it should be in self-defense. You know, for hunting, yes, it's a sport, dude. Hey, it's just as much of a sport as bow hunting. It's just as much of a sport as golf or disc golf or basketball or football, dude. Anything, man. It's just as much of a sport, you know? But I mean, the final, it's different. You know what I mean? It's the same, but it's different. You know what I mean?
So much power and so little movement. Just a little
Yeah, exactly.
finger movement.
Exactly.
Boom.
Exactly.
A life's taken.
I mean, dude, it's, and especially in the food crisis that we're in, you know, where we are eating just shit, garbage all the time. I think hunting is like,
that's a big part of why I would want to do it. Yeah,
it's the clear glass in front of us, you know, where it lets us see, hey, there is something that we can get fresh food that we can get ourselves, and we know it's not cage fed. We know it's not garbage meat, dude.
Just been frolicking around.
Yeah,
for a few years.
exactly. So I don't know. That's man. It's weird, you know, the world that we're growing up in, especially being 25, 23, dude. It's a weird world. You know, a lot of shit's changing in front of our eyes, man. It's
a lot of it for the worse, a lot of it for the better.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna dislike the lack of privacy if it keeps getting worse from here on out. You know,
what do you mean?
Just the lack of how personal a lot of technology is now.
Oh yeah, it's
and how
messed up. Yeah,
and how it'll broadcast what you're doing.
Yeah,
you know, and just anything from ads that you get on your phone to whatever it's going to connect you to. Who knows what Facebook's going to be like in 20 years. People are probably going to be able to see where you're at and what you're saying and what you're talking about, and so that they can read into your conversation, whatever weird shit.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think one thing that kind of pisses me off with technology and stuff like that is like, hey, I'm signing up for Twitter. Well, do you have Facebook? Okay, I'm going to sign up for Facebook. Well, do you have Instagram? It's like a fucking web. It's like a web. Like, dude, it's like, hey, do you want everything that has your identity all connected together so that people can just fucking download you? You know?
I just don't get how involved people are with it, how much they buy into social media, how much they post a day. There's some people I see on my feeds, they post 30, 40, 50 times a day.
Yeah, it's kind of sickening, dude.
I don't know what to think that much to post.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel a lot of my thoughts are worth people's time to even put out.
I think they're. Well, I think they are, but I like hearing them in person, dude. Because me and you, like, I feel like there's so much more to be said than 160 characters, you know?
Well, yeah, I'm just like random things that I would want to put out there that are 160. Anything I would want to say is going to be more than 160 characters. So that's what I'm saying is I can't think of something 30 times in a day that to me is like, yeah, that's
justifies saying
within
it's the entire
just
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I'll think of something and be like, yeah, that's cool idea. honestly, I'll tell you about this thought right after, but this is more talking about dumb ideas. You have an idea and you think about it, you'll sleep on it, or even a joke for stand-up or whatever, you write it out. Then the next day it's like, what in the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Is the dumbest.
Exactly.
Yeah. So most of the time, I'll end up thinking, oh, I should post this. Then I'll close my phone, go back to it 20 minutes later, be like, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So that's why I just don't post it. But one of the things I like thinking about this week was, I realized a few days ago, was, you know how you see those people's posts that are on Facebook or YouTube, whatever videos, will be them taking a photo of themselves every day for 8 years, or people, being really good at taking pictures throughout their lives, Growth. It's going to be the next one.
Okay.
I think.
I just had an amazing app idea. That was what we were just talking about, and I can't even say it on here because I don't have a trademark. If somebody hears that, they're going to fucking take it from me.
Okay. I mean, yeah, might as well keep it till off-air discussion for it. But hey, this is just straight whatever it's called, brainstorming. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been up since early today. Just some brainstorming going on. But just seeing people that take pictures every day for a few years, see themselves grow up, or people posting their music, or just being really good at taking photos throughout the years. I was always mad that I never did any of those things, but now it's just like, I'm happy that we have this, because now it's just like, for the rest of our lives, we can look at weekly and eventually not bi-weekly, but twice a week installments of our lives. Forever, though,
Twice a week installments?
As in this,
Checking
how
in
there's
on
people
yourself
that
twice
take
a week?
pictures?
Yeah.
Or how people do any of those
Yeah.
type of things, just recording their lives.
Yeah.
Like, this is that version for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can go back, listen to any episode from any week of our lives.
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives.
Yeah, exactly. See how things are going and what we're thinking.
Which I think is like an hour and a half to 3 or 4 hour conversation, depending on the episode. I think is a lot cooler than just pictures. Are very cool. Like if you're in Sweden or Austria,
man.
But having an hour and a half, like, this is the type of person I was at this point in time.
Yeah.
And then
we're gonna look back, dude, in like 4 years.
Such pieces of shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, dude,
I hate myself.
Listen how stupid we sound, dude. I mean, dude, I love that idea, man. It's I like that a lot of applications are actually going towards like the let's go back to how things were, even though it's an application that makes money, dude. They're going like, let's go back to our reality and not be stuck up in this facade that we live in. Like a lot of them have like screen time. They'll be like, you can only use this app for like, we'll kick you off in like an hour. You know what I mean? If you use this app more than an hour today,
which apps?
Like TikTok, dude, does that. I think Facebook. I think I saw Facebook too. Just did that. Yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. Because I find myself sometimes I'm like farting around where I could be doing something. I'm not often sitting on my phone and any jazz like that. But oftentimes when I could be doing something that's actually useful, I will pull on my phone sometimes and just be like, oh, let me just see what's going on Facebook, or let me see what's going on in Twitter world, Hello, Twitter world. Fuck that guy. He killed him.
OJ's my hero.
Yeah, OJ fucking killed him, dude. Let's never get
He's
that
not
mistaken.
My hero.
Let's never get that mistaken. Hello, Twitter world. Fucking creep.
If the glove fits.
Yeah. See, the glove doesn't fit, man. He's got his hand like, fucking. See the glove.
It doesn't fit. Just stretch wide open.
Yeah, he's got his hands as fucking wide as they can be.
He got his hands surgically webbed together, like his fingers, so they can't. See, it doesn't fit.
He just started whacking his fucking knuckles with fucking hammers the night before. The glove doesn't fit. See,
his hand looks like one of those dudes from like. One of those dudes from way back in Cambodia or something that just punches bricks all day and his hand looks like Groot's hand.
Yeah. Dude, that guy's freaky, bro. To be honest, that's awesome, man. He's such a cool guy too. If you like look at the interviews and stuff like that, he's such a nice dude. But he's got like fucking fungus growing on him, and it looks like bark, tree bark.
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to look at it, look up Tree Man. That dude slays the game, bro. If he pimp smacked you, dude, oh my god,
it would just be like a caveman's club.
Yeah, it's like blunt force trauma, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was there was the cool website that one of them that I saw. There was an article that I guess I could talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about last week. I mean, it's just kind of overlapping theme, but just life on other planets in the universe. I saw this cool article. There's this new telescope that's going to be established in 2021 called the James Webb Telescope. And I don't remember what country it was in. I think it was Sweden. I'm not sure where. Be weird if it was the James Webb in Sweden.
Yeah.
But they have new technology that before what they used to do is they'd be able to identify planets and if they had vegetation and water and things like of that sort on there. But they wouldn't be able to get in a close look, detailed look. But now with this new telescope, it actually has these pieces that are in the telescope that can block the star's light of that solar system that everything's evolving around.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the hood flap in your car to block the sun.
I got you.
The visor.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's like a visor in the telescope so that they'll be able to get a closer, more detailed look at the planets.
At one single planet. Yeah. So it's blocking the star, but it's still seeing the reflection off the planet. I got you. That's really smart.
So now they'll be able to get a way better look.
Detail.
And hopefully we'll be able to see.
Instead of just a blip.
Yeah.
Instead of a blip. Because basically what we do, guys, to look at a planet is, I think the way that it shines, the color that it shines shows, well, actually this is for stars, but like if it's like white, it means it's mostly hydrogen, right? I think it's something like that. I'm not an astrophysicist or anything.
I'm just gonna nod my head and be like, yeah.
But yeah, they're basically based on how it reflects, shows what the composition makeup is. They can see if something's ice, mostly H2O ice, based on how it's feeding back. That's really cool, man. Like, I think that's a breakthrough technology in finding a Goldilocks zone planet, like something that's just habitable.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Not that, honestly, in our lifetime, the furthest I could see is us getting the start to establishing grounds on Mars in our lifetime.
I think that's already in motion. I think
I'm saying getting working facilities. Yeah. People have jobs up there. We've what's it called?
Getting
ready to go to next planet.
What's it called? I almost said terrorized. Terraform.
Yeah.
We're
truly up there and doing our thing.
Yeah, we have a couple plants going, stuff like that.
Yeah, so
that'd be amazing, man.
I mean, but I see. That's what I like about the last quote from the last episode was it also emphasizes, along with Graham Hancock's work, is just let's take care of what we have now.
Yeah, exactly. Don't look out right now. We can look out in hopes that maybe someday we'll be out there, but
I look out there in just curiosity of what's there.
Yeah, exactly. But exactly. Know your neighbors, but take care of your own house,
Yeah.
And man, that actually got a weird thought in my head going, what do you think it would be like once like a couple thousand years has passed and like we have like the differentiate of like Martians, true Martians, you know what I mean? People that have, after generations, have been born there. True Martians. And
so people that have only been staying on Mars and people from here.
First off, what do we call humans of Earth? Earthians?
Probably.
Earthlings.
I would say, though, that they would just have to differentiate just for the sake of where you were born.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In thousands of years from now, the way that people look at things now with uniformitarianism and also just what is present is, people act like we're done evolving.
No.
And we're not nearly done, and especially if technology stays en route and we don't have a major catastrophe happen, hopefully, for the next few thousand years.
Yeah.
We're going to be very minimal creatures.
I was reading something that actually sparked a lot of idea in my mind. So it was like there was like two things that kind of consult us becoming a new species is what like officially giving ourselves a new name. We're no longer Homo sapiens at that point. Not even looking different or anything like that. No joint changes or anything, you know. No extra digits on our testicles.
Or nipples.
Or nipples.
Whatever.
But they're saying like when we create AI or when we go to another planet, and they're strongly considering calling us like Homo evolutus, right? That would be an amazing name. I think that, you know, able to evolve and adapt to any situation. We're smart enough, you know. We can build it. We can build a base on Mars and then plant trees so there's oxygen flow, and CO2 is coming back and forth to us. And then one day it becomes a habitable environment where we no longer need those facilities to live in. There is enough oxygen there. But this also comes to mind is what would happen in 1,000 years? My thoughts is maybe I feel like it'd be like sects again. There'd be like a pecking order now, dude. Like Martians think they're hot shit, you know. Martians think they're hot shit, and we're the garbage of the, you know, because we have the dirty environment, we have the washed up Earth, dude, the used up Earth, and they have the fresh, clean Mars, brand new, you know. They learned from things that we fucking did here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it would just, I feel like it'd have to change the biosphere of Mars entirely and create that proper atmosphere for that. And who knows how the hell we would get to that. But that's talking 1,000 years and technology, like the exponential growth of technology.
Oh, we'll have
it.
Yeah, we'll have it within 200 years, I feel. You know?
I mean, I just can't. You know, I'm happy that we're at this point in time where we're still stuck here.
Yeah.
Because after because there's so much we have to learn here still.
Of course.
So after we reasonably get out there in our lifetime, so many people are going to only be concentrated on what's out there.
Yeah.
And trying to find what's out there, because that's where a lot of answers are going to be, and that's where a lot of money is going to be just from mining companies, asteroid mining companies. That's going to be the next big ticket.
Yeah.
You think automotive and technology is huge? Asteroid mining seems to be the biggest industry that's ever been created.
There's already, I feel like there's already things in place.
Already established and making plans. Yeah.
Yep.
So I just like being in this point in time, being stuck to this. Like I've said to you before, I felt like I was somebody that should have been born between like the 1920s and 50s, you know, just like an old soul in that sense where I like being in the present, being here with who you are currently sitting with, you know. It's just, like, I'm excited for it. I'm more excited for telescope stuff. I don't really care about humans going out there and finding, because the only things that humans should really go out there for is mining and trying to deflect asteroids from hitting our planet.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, hey, maybe,
that's
dude.
ocean.
Well, we have plans to go to Mars, and there's, you know, it's a one-way trip, so there's no going back. I mean, until we figure something out as far as getting back, you know what I mean? But it's a one-way trip, temporarily. And by temporarily, I mean maybe 100 years, dude, at least, till we sustain enough to get back. But I think,
how much slower would you age in Mars? Is gravity more intense on Mars?
Less intense.
So you'd age faster?
Yeah, there's far less. I mean, not far less. I think it's like the gravity here is 1.3 times stronger, if I'm not. Dude, it's enough where, you know, you're jumping jumping 4 feet up in the air. You know what I mean? You're not jumping like the moon where it'd be like pretty high. You know? Let's see.
Somebody kicks you in the balls, you start flying towards Jupiter.
Mars. Dude, law of gravity. Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty nuts. 3.7. Oh, it's like 1/3 of Earth, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 1/3 of Earth. Sorry. Oh, wow. Far less. Because Earth is 9.807 meters per second. You know how fast something drops in our atmosphere.
Yeah.
9.807 meters per second. Mars is 3.711 meters per second. Go get yourself a slushie to that thought, dude. 3.711. Well, anyways, yeah, enough talk about Mars and shit like that. We're gonna get to the meat of what we were gonna talk about. It's not really the meat, actually. We just talked about the meat.
Yeah, that's the basics. I mean, This is just kind of going forward, talking about what this is going to be kind of a quick episode, so this is pretty much our last topic, wrapping stuff up. We just wanted to talk about what we're going to be doing, our goals and endeavors this year, what our plans are, hopefully what we can get done, what we can purchase this year. We don't know what lies ahead financially. Who knows? My hours are going to switch. Who knows? I might apply to get another job on the side, make extra money just so we can afford all this extra shit for the next year. It's worth it for me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the biggest thing for me that I want to start with is, like, I want to go to the gym, start working out.
Of course.
Used to do it a lot, 4 or 5 times a week, but now not anymore. I use the excuse of working a kitchen is draining. And I mean, you can come up that side too, is because when you get out, you don't feel like doing anything because you're in 95 degrees sitting over stovetop grill.
I get lightheaded most of the time,
you're
dude.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
You're just, after you get out of work, the only thing you want to do is go home, slam water, and just watch videos and just
sit on your bed and
think.
Yeah,
just,
exactly. Exactly. I don't even want to think, dude. That's too exhausting for me at that point. It's like I just want to numb my mind with video games or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or watch a video that gets the thinking for me,
Yeah. So
I
sometimes
agree
I'll
on that.
watch videos like that and I won't retain anything just because I'll tired my brain, especially on Fridays through Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard days of my week. But I mean, other than that, I mean, that's something that should be honestly on everybody's New Year's resolution, in my opinion. Go to the gym more.
Yeah.
Everybody should be healthy.
Everybody does. Okay, dude, Trev, I want to tell you this real quick story. I'm sorry. When I worked at Antonio's, which was right next to Lifetime Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see it the day before, it was like December 26th at 7:00 at night. It's maybe 50 cars. And that's not much for Lifetime, big Lifetime.
That place is usually loaded.
Well, December 2nd, when I worked.
January 2nd?
Oh, January 2nd, sorry.
Yeah.
Literally couldn't find a parking spot. I saw people parking in the middle of the rows. And then fast forward 2 weeks, no one's there again. I mean, there is still people. There's quite a bit of people, but you see people start dwindling off. You look at trends. Don't be one of those trends, guys. Don't be a trend.
Yeah, that's something really want this year to be changed. I felt like I've been lacking in finding my own personal hobbies and sticking in with ones that I've had for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the next one is I really want to get into archery and hunting.
Yeah.
That's something that I've always been fascinated with ever since I was a kid. Always was involved with some type of shooting or archery just from friends, along with having some things throughout my kid years.
Yeah.
Also, if there's anywhere I'd rather be out somewhere in the middle of nature where it's quiet and I don't have to hear all this bullshit going on for some portion of the day.
I feel
you
you.
know.
Yeah.
Too much noise, but you know me, I love my quiet.
Yeah.
So I can think, otherwise I'm
I feel you.
distracted.
Yeah.
But no, that's something that I think that's
You're
an
like a
important
puppy.
skill to have.
You're like a puppy. You get fucking distracted so easily. Somebody can be like,
Yeah,
and you're
I've
just
really,
like, what?
Yeah,
Whoops.
dickhead.
Yep.
Why'd you have to
Sorry,
do that?
Chance.
It was the worst
Sorry,
thing you could
Chance.
have done.
Yeah, exactly. Like a puppy. Dog responds.
I know. I have a very one-track mind in the sense that if I'm caught in my own little fashion of thinking, doing some task, whatever I'm doing, cooking, cleaning, if somebody speaks to me, I'm probably not going to hear you because I'm in my own mind thinking about what I'm doing, thinking about my own feelings, my aspirations, whatever's in my mind.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's kind of hard to pull me out of there. So,
Yeah,
but
I feel that.
sometimes I'm very easily distracted. That's why I don't really belong in a kitchen. I say that a lot to some people, and they're like, they don't get what I mean.
don't
They
either.
think it's just, oh, you just don't feel like working. No, my mind is meant to be on one subject, kind of like this conversation, or if my dog barks, or if I hear somebody talking downstairs, I get distracted.
Of course.
I don't like being in.
I think that's very, very natural, though. I mean, a lot of people actually do like working in fast-paced environments with a lot of noise going on. It kind of zones them in. I know a buddy that's like, this is his plan for the rest of his life is to work in a kitchen. He loves it. Like I'm like, dude, I can't. Like it's mentally ruining me, to be honest. It's mentally ruining. It's breaking me down day by day. I mean, it's just too much for me to collect and then unpack for myself. I can't collect all the noises. I can't collect all the emotions in the room. I can't collect all the tickets that I need to deal with and then unpack it later like it's nothing, I can't take all of that in and be like, it's fine at the end of the day. And it's never fine. I constantly, I'm like, I feel overstressed. I feel, you know what I mean? It sits with me. Whether somebody said something that was a little bit rude in the middle of dinner rush, which working in a kitchen should never be a problem. You know what I mean? Its skin's pretty thick, and mine is as well. I don't say anything back. I'm like, I fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
But it still sits with me. And I beat myself up about that. So I think, yeah, man, you need something to bring you out of the kitchen from everyday life. So I know you're very similar with that.
Yeah, and I don't find the work for me gratifying enough in a kitchen. Like some people, they'll enjoy your food, but not every customer is going to walk in the kitchen and tell you how much they liked your food that you made them.
Yeah.
You're going to get that every 1,000th person that tried your food. They're somehow going to hear.
Of course.
Well, they're somehow going to see you and tell you they like your food.
Yeah.
But, also, since it's not my kitchen, it's not for me. So why am I dedicating all of my time and energy there?
Yeah.
Like, the amount I get paid, you're going to get that effort's worth out of me.
Exactly.
Other than that, my energy is concentrated elsewhere. I'm not on salary. I'm hourly.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least that's my mindset, is because I'm tired of just, after being in management for a while.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me. Just how much energy you have to put in outside of work when you already invested 60 hours that week.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you have to sit down and think about now?
Yeah.
I'm not making any money from the business aside from.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. So, I mean, yeah, so you got a bunch of things set in place. I mean, wrestling, you even said, would be one.
Yeah.
Wrestling. I watched your video of you wrestling, dude. That brought so many emotions back for me. We already talked about this, but that brought so many emotions back for me. The camaraderie that came with you and your buddies. I saw you at the end give your buddy a hug, and he's like, yeah, Trev, like whatever. And the camaraderie there is amazing, and it's just the environment that you have. Training together, humility, dude. The humility thing, it humbles you to an extent that no normal everyday thing could amount to that. Like working will never amount to that. I think I want to venture out with that with you, man, to be honest.
Well, hopefully on both things, man.
Yeah. Archery, dude, we've already talked about this. Hunting, I'll be there with you for archery because I already do archery. But
Well, we can. There's trips where we could go out hunting, but it's camping. I go off, do my own thing.
no,
You wouldn't even want to be
I'm too
involved.
ADD.
I'm not saying as in you're hunting with me. As
I
in
know,
we
I
go-
know, but I'm too ADD to even sit out in the woods.
No, you're not. I'm gonna speak in a sentence form right now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We go out somewhere where there's a cabin.
Yeah.
Or camping.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I go off to do my thing hunting.
Yeah.
But you stay back or do your thing with everybody else. I have people with me. You have people with
Oh,
you.
yeah, fair enough.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that you don't. I'm not trying to force you to go hunting.
Yeah.
Just as in
Yeah.
like, it's not bad to go out and camp either.
You just come back. I own this in the woods brothel.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? I don't know. I just made the best of what I had. Yeah, I think mine are a little bit different for not a New Year's resolution, but just like what I aspire to be this next year. I think realistically, I want to start reading more, dude. And that's like a big thing for me is like reading more, and I want to boost my intelligence and the facts that I know, and I want to start knowing everything, dude. Like not everything, but everything that I'm not able to on a daily basis pick up, you know, and I want to quit gaming. That's a big thing for me. Like, guys, I love gaming. It's been a great run. But I don't ever see myself being a pro, and sometimes it causes way more stress than it does help, dude. It causes way more stress than it does help. You know, I used to like gaming because it was a world to get away from, but now with like the amount that games cost, everything that comes with it, dude, the microtransactions, everything like that, dude, I'm lost. I'm constantly lost in it, you know, and it's like not in a good way. I'm constantly looking to be the best, and that's not good. I'm just spending money to be the best. Why don't I train myself to be the best in something that's not video games? Because I'll never be the best. I don't have the reaction timing. I don't have the button mashing skills, you know? Just never will be that. So I think there's things we need to work on this next year, dude. Really. I think put everything aside. All of our, you know, our disbelief in, you know, this next year. And I think let's really hone in on it, dude.
Disbelief in what?
Disbelief that we can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was like,
Were you just not
disbelief
listening to me the whole time?
well, no, you were
Were
talking
you
about
lost
video.
in my beautiful face?
Well, you're talking mainly about video games and how
Yeah.
you don't like microtransactions and how much of a waste of time it is. So I was wondering where you were going with this.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying with like when I want to commit to something, I want to like say, you know, I'm not going to play video games and actually not play video games and not have a moment where I'm like, you know, I'll just play for like a season or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll just buy this one thing, no big deal, you know? I think realistically, I'm not going to say I'm going to quit gaming, but I think my competitive gaming is going out the window. I think maybe I'll just buy like one-player games from now on that I play seldomly. Not an everyday thing because it's just not working, dude. My stress levels are through the roof. You know? I sometimes scream at the TV, dude, and I feel like my blood pressure just like go up tenfold. I don't know if you ever get that feeling, but
no, not really anymore.
Yeah, I get that
Because most of the
dude.
time is if I even get annoyed, I just kind of turn it off right away.
Yeah,
and walk
yeah.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
I just set it down.
That's a smart skill because I keep on pushing myself. I'm like, I know I can do it.
Yeah,
Like Rocket League, dude, where you miss a shot that you're like, I've practiced this a million times. Then you go for it again. You're like, well, the first time you screamed, the second time you're screaming even louder because you're like, I had it. You know?
Yeah, I know. I
It's
don't really get that
ridiculous, man.
frustrated. I don't care enough about like by the time I sit down to play video games, I'm so done with my day
Yeah.
that this is just
Yeah.
something to occupy the next hour of my
Yeah.
time so that my eyes get droopy and I can go lay down,
Yeah.
pass out,
Yeah.
you know?
So, I mean, yeah, this is just a list for us. I mean, you working out, stuff like that. I'm working out too. I'm going to be working out with you.
We both want to
Yeah.
read too. We
Yeah,
both started to read
reading, of
more.
course, yeah.
Not
a little bit
enough,
less
but
gaming for me.
I've been already pretty good on that track within the past couple weeks, not gaming that much anymore anyways.
I mean, these are just staples that we have to put into our life and actually work on. It's not, guys, it's not a one day thing. Just, you wake up one day and you're like, it's different. Work on it, work, hone your craft. You're not going to see results the first day. But I think that's about it, man. I mean, you want to hit the quote?
I found a few of them, but I guess
hit one.
for the sake of, I found one that was about, where was it? Improvement. Sorry, my eyes.
You good? You want me to
There
read
we
it?
go. Sorry, my eyes are just really tired.
You want
Trying
me
to
to read
cut. No.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, man. So this one is by Tom Peters.
Love it already.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so excellent firms don't believe in excellence, only in constant improvement and constant change. So going off of that is, how we want to change.
Yeah.
Implement the changes that you want. Is you can never sit there, be complacent. You have to constantly concentrate on something new, something different every single time, every day, every moment.
Yep, I totally agree on that. Yeah, guys, don't be complacent with your lives. Do something. Do something that makes you happy. We don't have to live in this world where it's go, go, go. Stop and reward yourself for a second. So, with that, you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays.
Be safe driving it. If you are in a place that has bad weather during Christmas, be safe.
Be safe.
Drive 5 miles an hour
have
slower.
a great time with your family. All right, guys. Have a good night.
One. Why are you saying that?
This is some real serious, baby.
Jackass.